welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you with some more stash busting or craft from your stash. I think this one's going to be more of a stash busting one because we are going to bring in my scrap papers. But I found these, so I did a fairy one using the same sort of paper, and I've never been keen on them, but I loved how the fairy turned out. So I have these two. So there's this one's got 3 on, and it's got actually they both have 3, and they are decoupage, and the ladies, so there's 3 different types of ladies on there, which are really pretty. And this one, which is my favourite of all, it's got cake on and hot chocolate and chocolates. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So I thought, why not come on and we'll do something with these, because you seem to really like the fairy video. So I'm just grabbing some card bases. So I've got a few here. Now I only did one in that, and I did have a lovely comment from the lovely Noreen saying she really wished that I did 2 cards. So today, in today's video, we are going to do 2 cards. So yeah, no ifs, no buts, no nothing. We are doing 2 cards. Right, I'm liking that with that. So I'm just going through my scraps and I'm just having a look to see what sort of things would go with these 2. So I'm going to make I really like that. I think that works quite nicely actually. What was I saying? I completely forgot. I like that as well. Yeah. So I'm just going through my scraps. I'm going to see what I've got that sort of goes with what we are making, and then I'm sort of going to go from there, and we'll make 1 card from each piece. But I really want to use up yeah, I like that, some of this scrap. I mean, there's the fairy one there. I don't know if you can see. Let me get it out. So that's a leftover one from the fairy. So there was a fairy at the top, and then the rest was flowers. So it's just being put in there. I think what I'm going to do though, because I've been putting what I've been using into here. This is actually my scrap paper box, patterned paper box, and it seems to have got a bit messy because there's plain paper in there, there's toppers in there, there's all sorts. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all the toppers. I'm going to put them in my bit box, and then we'll use them in how many cards, because then that's another way of using them up, isn't it? So I've got, for this one, I've got 3 different patterned papers out that sort of go quite nicely. I really like that side. It is a Christmas paper, but it's, yeah, does it matter? No, it doesn't look Christmas. So I quite like those with that one. And then this one, oh, this is the very last bit of it. And I've been hoarding it because I absolutely love it. I bought it from a D-stash from the lovely Laura from Miss Stationery and stuff. But I mean, she just goes perfectly on there. And then I thought we'd have a bit of that as well. So let's put that off to the side and let's come in with this one. So I'm going to open this up. And like I said, what I think I want to do, or what I think I'm going to do, is when we use things like this, oh, I think I have to cut these out. Ooh, exciting. How bad's that? I'm getting excited over the fact that I have to cut it myself. Oh, it's just a dream come true. It's really bad, that, isn't it? Oh, right, now, I have an absolute love of chocolate cake. And my hips don't lie about that at all, because I do love my chocolate cake. But do I want chocolate cake or do we want hot chocolate? Oh, do you know what? We're going to go, I don't know. So, that is actually, right, now I'm going to have to look, because you've got to sort of put it at an angle to find what it, oh. There's me excited that I have to cut it myself, and then I'm getting it all wrong. All wrong. Right. So there is numbers to them, and you've got to sort of tip it. Now I never knew what mirror card was until I realised that this was it, and yeah. Like I said, not my most favourite in the world, but I enjoy it. I enjoy doing that fairy one, so I think, well, you know what? Just because you don't like something on a page, I mean, these were gifted to me, just because you don't like it as a page doesn't mean you're not going to like it when it's all, you know, all together. Like when you've actually done it up and you've cut it out. Because I find that I tend now not to look at things as a whole because, yeah, there's always going to be some sort of elements I think that you're not going to enjoy or you're not going to like, but you know, there's always going to be something within them that you do like. And it's just utilising stuff, isn't it? It's utilising things that to your taste, so changing something up. And don't get me wrong, there's stuff out there that you can't do. No matter how much you try, you'll never be able to. But yeah, now, oh, this, do you know what? I have to say, this is an absolute dream to cut. So if anything, it is a lovely paper to cut out. So I've never got these. I wonder if you have to do the same with the other one. Yes, you do. You've got to cut it all out yourself. So I hope you don't mind me fussy cutting. So I'm going to give you a few tips. So you'll notice that I'm not using my usual standard of scissors. So I normally use the Tim Holtz one. However, I have changed scissors just because of my arthritis in my hand. I still need to buy myself some of the gloves. I do have, and it is, let me see if I can find it. Because, although I may have moved it, yeah. Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. So the hospital gave me this, which is my for my thumb. So when I'm doing stuff, and you can do stuff. So if I just put that on. However, I need to get the gloves, the whole gloves, so I can wear it. It catches in there, and it's really, really. But with these scissors, I can actually cut when I have it on. How cool is that? Now these are thanks to our lovely Angie B from Angie B Crafts here on YouTube. Oh, she's amazing. So it was thanks to her. She said try them, and they do work. I did have these, which are for the thumb, and you can see. Well crafted. These have been washed, would you believe? But again, this bit here, it was causing blisters in here, so I'm gonna get I'm gonna actually order myself the full gloves and get like the whole gloves, and then I can put my splint on, and then it's not going to affect this bit. So that's why I haven't been wearing it. So anyway, so if you have got something like that, then I definitely highly suggest these, because there's very little pressure that you're putting on, because they're more or less doing most of it. All you're doing is just pushing it down. And I find that if my thumb starts hurting, I do it that way. So I put it, I take it off my thumb and I go on. I can't, don't get me wrong, I can't cut as fast as I would usually, but I have the choice to take that pressure off my thumb. So these I definitely highly recommend, but I will say they take some getting used to. Now, I tried to use my Tim Holtz scissors the other day and I can't use them. Oh, they're so hard to do fussy cutting with. So I think I'm going to have to invest now in a couple more pairs of these, because as you guys know, I like to have multiples of everything. Yes. So yeah. So little tips for fussy cutting. Let's think. So the first is, do what I'm doing here, is cut your elements down. So you want to take off as much of the excess as you can. So that's what we're doing here. So you're wanting to make sure that you haven't got a bulk. So if I try to cut this out, you're not going to get a perfect line around it. For the simple reason is you've got all this extra bulk, which is going to prevent you from going in and around all of the gaps. So cut your elements down, cut them into more manageable pieces. That is probably one of the first things that you should definitely do. Definitely get a comfortable pair of scissors. Now, I have spent an absolute fortune over the years finding scissors that have been comfortable for me and perfect for me. So the ones that I prefer are the Tim Holtz haberdashery scissors. I love the serrated edge ones as well, but I wasn't liking what it was leaving, because it left a serrated edge if you didn't get them the right way around. But so then I tried the haberdashery ones and I absolutely love them. Due to my arthritis, and trying these ones, the Spring Action ones, these are the Fisker ones. So Fisker Easy Action they're called, and I have to say I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love, and they are brilliant for my hand. So comfortable scissors is a must. You also want it so that your scissors are not too tight, because if your scissors are too tight and you're putting strain, especially up this part from the the cutting action, you're going to end up causing damage in here, so you can end up with carpal tunnel and other things. So having a really loose pair of scissors that are not too tight. I did get a pair of X-cut ones. I spent quite a bit on them and they were way too tight. I used them once and I was like, no, it's not worth the risk of, yeah. So it sounds awful, but the right sort of equipment really does make a huge difference to the job. So yeah. And if it means spending lots of money and lots of research, yeah, for me it was worth it, because fussy cutting is something that I love. I think if you're not doing fussy cutting a lot, then I mean, it's still worth getting a really good pair of scissors though. So have a ask people their recommendations and ask questions. Things like how tight are they? Are they a stiff pair of scissors? Are they loose? Because like I say, it is important. Do you feel any strain in your hand when using them? Just bits and pieces like that. So these are the questions that you should be asking when you ask people what fussy cutting scissors they use. If they are comfortable, if they cause any strain, if you can feel them when you're using them, yeah. So that's definitely something that is worth looking into. Let me just get rid of that bit. The next bit would for fussy cutting, I would definitely advise is move your paper, don't move your scissors. So you make the paper do the work, and be very careful when it comes to like little bits. But if you move the if you move the scissors, you're not going to get. It's actually harder. Yeah, I can't even do it. I think we automatically do it anyway. I think we automatically go and move our paper anyway. But be aware of what you're moving. So you'll find that you get a better cut. The other thing is, I would say start from here. Start from the back of your scissors. If you start from the front, so if I start from here, now I'm going to do a terrible job. So if I'm just snipping it in like this, it is going to make, like, you're going to have sort of a, yeah, and you're not going to have that smooth edge. You start from the back of your scissors, so let's go to the back. You can do a larger piece of fussy cutting, which this probably wasn't the best bit to show you on. I don't even know if I'm going to use these bits either, so I think I'm just cutting them out for the sake of cutting them out. Yeah, if I start from the back, you're getting a nice smooth action and a lot longer sort of snip action. So you're cutting into it for a longer time than if you were just to use the end. So definitely another important bit of advice. And I think that's all I can think of so far. So I hope that's helped, guys. I hope it's given you some ideas. But my most important, the most important piece of advice when fussy cutting, and especially if you enjoy it like I do, and it's something that you would just sit in front of the telly and do. I do it all the time. It's for me, it resets my brain. So with my FND and stuff, which I don't really talk about because I like the fact that I'm not ill on here, I'm fine. But with my FND, I can get overloaded quite quickly. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee. And yeah, so I can get overloaded and my brain can go mad. Fussy cutting actually settles my brain down. So it sort of focuses in on one thing, and yeah, we sort of go from there. And do you know what, it's lovely. So if I spend like an hour fussy cutting, or even half an hour, it's enough to reset my brain into the action that, so that I can function again, because FND is functional neurological disorder. So I can stop functioning quite quickly. And I found that crafting helps me function day to day. And if I don't craft, I have also found that my function levels go completely. They are just terrible. So there you go. So so for me, fuzzy cutting is quite an important part of my life, and it is definitely you know, a part of my life that I really enjoy. And you know, it's got so many health benefits, but it can switch your mind off, or your mind can wander. I get lots of ideas when I fussy cut, so that's where all my ideas come. And if you've watched many of my videos, which I know a lot of you have, but if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's absolutely lovely to have you with me, and please do subscribe. I do videos every single day, but you will find that if I sit and I fussy cut with you guys, and I'm just talking, I'll start getting random random ideas. So it's like, oh, we could do this and we could do that, and yeah, so it's all good. Right, I'm just tearing my paper again, something that I love to do, and I'm thinking, which is very rare that I do, because I try and think, but I'm going to bring in some of my distressings. Right, let me just grab my oh look, it's hanging off the edge, my green. My brushes. So I have these makeup brushes. I got them really cheap off AliExpress. I think it was £20 or £25 for 20 of them. Or was it 15 of them? I can't quite remember. It's been so long ago. And then what I've done is I've just tipped a colour on each of the nicks, and when I get my distressings, I use them. I found I was really going continuously washing them, because I only had a set of 5, whereas now I don't think I've washed these in such a long, like since I got them actually, because I don't feel like I need to. So, and it's nice because you get the colour from the previous one. Ah, see, doesn't that just look lovely? Right, let's go around the edge of this, just tying it all in. And then I think I'm going to bring some of that brown paper in as well. I just love that paper, the dotty one. Again, it's the last of that as well. I hoard these things, you know, guys, but I am determined that we are going to use them. Right, I'm going to have to grab a wipe. I want to actually keep my wipes from cleaning up ink, because I've seen people make flowers from them, so I might start doing that, you know. I might, because we're using grey, I might do that, and then we'll come on and we'll see if we can do it. I don't know if they'll turn out any good like, but we can give it a whirl. I want some of this. I was keeping that clock on the back, but nah. Okay. I want that sort of in there, like maybe like that. Just a small amount. So let's come in with that. So I am using a peeled paint for ink, just to help it all blend together. Okay, and then do that. Right, okay, so I'm going to grab my glue, and we're just going to glue all of this down. Okay, so that's just going to go there, and then we're going to glue this one down. Okay, and we've actually got enough paper there that we could even make a second one in this, but I'm not sure if this is all going to go now. Oh, actually that goes quite nice. Now I am going to add ink to this, just around that edge, so if there is any white showing, it's just going to blend in with the base of it. So okay, let's do the cake. I think I'm just going to do the 3 layers. So I'm going to do that layer, and that layer. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more of the other layers, I don't think. So it was a waste of time you cutting them up, really, wasn't it? So yeah, that's perfect for me. So let's clean that up. Right, I don't think I'm going to be using the green again, but that will go in back in my box. So pop that in there. Right, what am I looking for, guys? My foam. Now I do have loads and loads of bits of foam that I still need to, I keep saying it, and then you see me use cardboard. It's because I keep losing it, and then I find more and you're like, oh, is it never ending? But yes, it is ending slowly. But I don't mind. Like I said, when I did the fairy one, I was so surprised at how much I enjoyed it and how much I really liked the result. I did not expect to like it. But it just goes to show, you know, by just going through your stash, if there's something you don't like, cut it up and see what you can do to change it. And at the end of the day, if you still don't like it, well, what have you wasted? Just something that you didn't like, but you've had fun and you've got knowledge of stuff that you do like and you don't like, and stuff that you can try and you can't try. It's all, you know, it's all knowledge at the end of the day. And I just think, you know, why not try things out on the stuff that you don't like, because you might be surprised, because you will like it in the end. And it's just about the knowledge, isn't it? It's about knowing what you can do with things to make them different. I know I've got a series. I've only got 2 videos filmed for it, and I'm absolutely gutted because I really wanted to do it before Christmas, of a 12 by 12 paper pad. You know, the big scrapbooking pages where it's one big so it's like a picture of a dog, just a dog, and you think, how on earth you can use that? I've actually done 2 videos so far of a series of 5, so I'm hoping to finish that off. So I need to do another 3 videos. So the first 2, they were filmed like about a month ago, even longer than now actually. So when I'm talking in them, it'll all sound really odd, but I'm hoping to do that for January, maybe the first of, maybe either the first or the second start it, and just do 5 videos in a row. So wish me luck, guys. I'll know anyway. By the time this video goes out, I'll know whether or not it's going to happen. So if you want to ask if that's going to happen, then you go for it and I will let you know. Because like I said, I'm hoping this week I'm going to get all my filming done, because we've got some exciting news coming, so keep an eye out for that. If you are in my Facebook group, you will see the exciting news, so you will know. I have some I'll give you, yeah, so I've got some of products coming that I have designed myself. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So that I will be doing a release video on the 10th of January, and how cool is this? I'm going to be launching it on my 40th birthday. So they say life begins at 40, we shall see. But yeah, so on the 15th of January, which was my 40th birthday, I will be releasing my own products. Very limited stock. I will so I will pre-warn you, very, very limited stock. I haven't got too much to offer, but yeah, I just wanted to make something, so yeah, I'm so excited for that. I hope you guys are too. Oh, so yeah, we'll see. So look out for the 10th of January, because we'll be having a video then showing you everything that I have designed. So super excited. But yeah, I'm not going to overload you guys though with it all. I will show you the collection and I will do some makes and stuff. Yeah, but you know me, I don't I know I'm trying to sell my stuff, but you really don't have to buy. You can just use what is in your stash when I do make stuff with my products. So yeah, so I'm not gonna do all of that, because I am a big believer in use what you have, which is the wrong way to go about it, I know, but yeah, I've done it for me. And like I say, they say life begins at 40, and I wanted something special to celebrate my 40th, so that's what I came up with. This is 2 years in the making though, guys. This has been, a labour of love. I've loved every minute of it. I love that. How gorgeous is that? And look, do you know what? I'm not going to put a sentiment on this because I absolutely love it, and I'm thinking that I'll put a sentiment on when I'm about to gift that out. It is absolutely gorgeous. What a difference. Look at that. Look, that's awful. That's lovely. awful. Lovely. Isn't it mad? It's just so mad how something can be so different just by cutting it out and putting it on a different background. So there's that one. So let's move that out of the way. And like I said, this I'm gonna have so much fun fussy cutting it later. I'm gonna pop it into my box, the thingy box, and yeah, they will eventually, hopefully, I don't think I'll do it today, but they will go in another box ready for me to fussy cook. So I have a fussy cut box, but it is just about empty because I've been fussy cutting some of my own bits. So yeah, I am in need of more fussy cut bits. So right, I think I'm going to go with this top one because I think she is perfect. What did I do with my scissors, guys? Here they are. So let's get her cut out, and this paper is absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to go all the way around, and there is 4 steps to her. This one doesn't belong to her, so let's get that and pop it with them. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in back in that box as well. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fussy cut this. So I won't talk you through fussy cutting again because I don't think you'll appreciate that. But I know that you guys absolutely love my longer videos. I love doing longer videos and I love doing shorter videos. I think it all depends on what I'm doing and yeah, what I surprise myself sometimes because I think that I'll get like stuff out of my stash. We'll do some stash busting and I think, oh, I'll make a couple of cards. That'll be about half an hour and it takes me like 10 minutes. And you're like, honestly, 10 minutes? Really? And I come off and I think, wow, that's like, how have I done that? Yeah, mad, absolutely mad. Right, so just cutting her out. Like I said, absolutely love fussy cutting. So I have definitely got fast at it. I have got myself a brother scanning cut, which is awesome. But to tell you the truth, I'm hardly using it because it's taken all my fun away. I will use it. Well, I've used it a couple of times actually. Yeah, well, you won't see, but yeah, you will see eventually. Anyway. So just going all the way around, we're just fussy cutting her out. She is lovely, I must admit. And do you know what? Again, take away that background. I think the background for me personally is just too shiny, like way too shiny. And yeah, I mean, when I'm cutting her out and seeing all of her detail, I really like it. I am very surprised because honestly, my sister-in-law will tell you the amount of bits and pieces I've given her that's been this stuff because I just looked at it and thought, I don't want it, I don't like it. And then, you know, when I started Craft Your Stash and I got the fairy one out, I thought, you know what, no, I'm not just going to give up on it. We're going to see what we can do. And you know, just by cutting it out, what a difference. And I'm finding, I'm loving it. I'm loving that texture and I'm loving that foil. It just looks fabulous. So yeah, just pull your stuff apart, guys. You know, just go for it. That's what I say. Life's too short not to just go for it. So nearly there. We are literally I'm not going to do those other small bits because yeah, and this is something else that I don't do either, is decoupage, or is it decoupage? Decoupage. Oh, I always get those wrong. You'll find every video that I do this I say decoupage, decoupage, or whichever one it is, because I never know. I always get them mixed up. Right, gorgeous. So like I said, I'm not going to do those bits, although actually I'm not going to do that long thin bit, but I'm going to do this bit, the pink bit, because you know what, why not? And it only takes me a few seconds just to cut that out. I'm just going to cut those off though. Why not? Who said we couldn't? Okay, right, there we go. Now let me put my green back. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because I want this, we're just going to wipe the green all over this, because I really want to make some flowers with these. I can't remember who I'd seen do it. It was years ago. I want to say it was Marami Small Arts. She used them to make flowers, and I've been wanting to do it ever since, but then I mixed my wipes up. There we go. First time I've ever cleaned that. Not that you can really tell, but yeah. Okay, so there's that. Right, we're going to use a pink. So I've got my pale pink, because I'm thinking that, actually, no, we want our darker pink. Now, do I want one lipstick, or do I want my Kitsch Flamingo? I need to put a label on this one. Oh, I don't know, guys. I think, do you know what? Let's go with Kitsch Flamingo. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to grab another card base, and we're going to do what we did with the first one. So I'm just going to put glue on my card base. So I find, and again, I do say it in every video, and I'm sorry if I do repeat myself, but you know, I've always got new subscribers that are watching my channel, so I like people to know that this is how I do things. And yeah, and I do believe that I mean, there's certain things that I don't repeat a lot of, like I wouldn't repeat my fussy cutting tips in every video and stuff, but yeah, I do think sometimes it's important, because it's nice to see that you don't have to cut your paper down first. You can just cut down, you can just stick it on and then cut it down, which means you get a perfect fit. Because if you are anything like me, when I do my how many cards, they never fit correctly. They never ever. They always look a bit wonky, but I'm slowly getting better. But yeah, I do in my how many cards, the reason why I do cut them down in there is because I'm saving as much paper as I can. And this little tiny sliver that I'm cutting off here, well, that tiny sliver could make a difference when it comes to my how many cards. Oh, that's so sad. Anyway, I just like to save. Look, we still got some left. Oh, yeah, I bet I don't use it. But what I'm thinking is, we have that little bit. I mean, what am I going to use that for? Seriously? So that is actually going to get stuck inside, because then I'm not going to waste it. So that's just going to go on there like that inside the card. So we've decorated it nicely. Now I want to tear at this. Oh, look at that. That actually goes quite nice there. I'm going to bring in my Kitsch Flamingo, and we're just going to go around the edge of the paper like so. So making it just darker, and it just helps draw your eye in. So all the way around like that. So there's that one, and we're going to come in again with this one. It's a nice bright vibrant pink, this one. And one of my newest ones. I did get another one, and I still have the patina one, salvage patina. I still haven't opened it. I really want to use that, but I haven't done a project for it yet. Although you could do steampunk with it, couldn't you? So right, okay, so there's that. Right, let me get a wipe out and let me just clean off my desk. There we go. Not very much pink on there, but that's fine. Right, so that's just going to sit on there like that. I love tearing my paper. There's something so satisfying about it. And I get a lot of questions of people saying when they tear it doesn't look right, or just go with the flow, guys. Honestly, you know, I've been tearing paper for such a long time that yeah, I just love it. But just sort of, you know, if it's gone too wonky, straighten it up. You know, don't overthink it. I think a lot of the times we can overthink these things, and that's what we need to not do, is overthink. So if you want to tear paper, just do it. Just go for it. Don't overthink what you're doing. Don't overthink the process of it. Just lay your papers up. Add some ink, because ink can really help blend them together. Yeah, and just build up your background that way. But the key is not to overthink it, because if you start overthinking it and you start overthinking your tone lines, you won't like it. You'll get to the point where you think, oh, I just don't like it, I've had enough. Just go with it, and you'll find, and once you've done it and you put it together, whether you like it or not, I highly suggest put it up on a group. So whether it be my group or somebody else's group, or whether it be on your own page, and ask people's opinions. Ask them, and ask them if anything else can be done and what they personally think of it, because you will find that everyone will love it and it'll just be you. And the only reason why you don't like it is simply because it's something that you're not used to. It's something that you haven't done before, and it's that process that we go through. Have another sip of coffee. It's my lovely coffee. It's out of my coffee machines. I have what you call it, where you ground your coffee yourself. So I bought some Costa coffee beans. So that's the coffee I've got. Anyway. Yeah, and you'll find the reason why you don't like it is because you've not done it. You've not done it before. It's completely out of your your comfort zone. But you will find that if you show somebody that card that you've made from tearing, whether it be your first, your second, or whatever, and you haven't overthought it, you will find that people will be like, "That's amazing." So honestly, guys, just do it. Whether you like it or not, just go with the flow. Just put it down, and then take a photo, step away from it, put it aside somewhere, put it up on your Instagram, put it up on your you're more than welcome to put it in my Facebook group. The link is in the description box below. Go for it. Honestly, trust me, you will be surprised when I see when I see your cards where you've torn paper. They're amazing, and I honestly have no. And you're like, oh, I'm not sure about it. It's because you haven't done it before. That's all it is. It is because it is something that is new to you, and you are unsure. Because it's not, tearing paper comes naturally to me. I love it. Whereas cutting papers took me years and years to to figure out, and I'm still not happy when I'm like in my how many cards. Some of the cards I'm thinking, oh, that doesn't look right. But then I go with the flow. I do it, and when I go back to it, they turn out to be one of my favorite cards. So my advice to you guys is just do it. Honestly, put your card up on social media. I would definitely love to see it, and I can guarantee that your cards with your ripped paper on are going to look amazing. It's just, you're not used to it. So just go for it. That is my advice. So, yeah. Oh, that is terrible, Dawn. Terrible. Get it lined up, woman. Oh dear, I'm still reeling from a cold. Oh, it knocked me for 6, I tell you. Knocked me for 6. Right. This is definitely alien to me, I have to say, but I'm loving it. I am loving it. Right. Okay, so just going to go around and pop these on. Okay. Oh, I hate when it does that. When it sticks to your finger and you're like, really? Why would you do that? No, you're not allowed. Oh, see. Right, I want to see if we can use all of these up on here as well, because I don't have to get any more of these little things out. Oh, look. Stop sticking. Well, no, don't stop sticking. Just stop sticking to me. Oh, what a stupid thing to say to some sticky stuff. Stop sticking, honestly. Right. Oh, guys, I think I've gone mad. But do you know what? I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Right. Okay, so we are nearly done. I hope you all enjoyed my 12 days of Christmas this year. I had loads of fun doing it. I do love my 12 Days of Christmas. I was going to do it in November, but then I think it was last year I put a poll out and a lot of you guys wanted it in the... Oh, I thought my nail was coming off then. I was going to say, I hope not. I did them yesterday. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, I'd asked about whether or not to change it to the 1st of November for 12 days, but you guys last year wanted it to stay December, so I think my December, my 12 Days of Christmas are just always going to be on the 12th of December. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I managed to get how many cards in there as well, which was really fun, using one of the Lux paper pads. We've actually had a lot of messages asking me to do videos for the Lux paper pads, and I'd already done the 12 Days of Christmas, so I was like, they're coming your way. So it's really exciting. Oh, this is the bit I don't like. You have to line it all up, and how are you supposed to line it all up without it? Yeah. Okay. Ah, that's how you line it all up. Actually works when you do it. Right, that bit, I'm just going to stick that bit down because... yeah, I haven't got anything, and I'm not going to mess about. Okay, right, you're there. Perfect. Stay there. Now, last bit, and then we can stick it on the card. I think I'm going to do the same with this one as the other one. Not going to bother putting a sentiment on because I think they've actually turned out really pretty. And I think these would actually be really nice just to add the sentiment on as and when I need to use them. But, I mean, look at that. Oh, I think this one's my favourite, but then it's pink, so of course it's going to be my favourite. Okay, this is blocked up, so I'm going to have to unblock. Well, it's not blocked up because obviously it still works, but the end needs cleaning. So if you keep the end clean, it works smoothly. Right, okay. Oh, I love that. How gorgeous are those? Right, so I'm just going to get rid of all of this paper out the way, using that. Put that in my bit box, and there you have it. So there you go, guys. That is 2 cards that we have created from our, from our stash. So using something that you don't particularly like, just by actually cutting it up and playing with it, giving it a new background, adding a little bit of ink. What a difference. What an absolute difference. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do give it a go. Also, you know, share your mix on my Facebook group. I love seeing them. I may not reply to them all at the minute because I'm super busy, which you will see why on the 10th of January. So do keep an eye out for that. So yeah, please do subscribe as well if you're not already a subscriber, and a thumbs up as well. It really does make a difference to my channel. But I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed today. I have definitely enjoyed today, and I will be back again tomorrow with another video. Until then, please do all stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.